Oh, my friends, I have got a good one for you guys today. We're reviewing 3 episodes in one shot. I'm so excited about this one, guys. So this is called Mofa Gangzo de Xiao Fanao. I did my best there, okay? This is a original net anime, or basically what they call donquas, which are basically like Chinese animation. They call them ONAs, which are original net animation shows, which basically means like they're internet or like, internet produced shows, essentially is what you would call them. But typically those are what Chinese animation shows are called. And this one didn't make my list originally because the way that Live Chart kind of has the anime and stuff kind of done is anything that's like a ONA or movie, it kind of like filters them out. Thankfully, because one of you guys in the comments was like, "Hey Dom, you gotta watch this." I went, "Hell yeah, I'll watch it. Let me add this to my list." And I did, and oh my god, it is so good. It's so good. One of the things that Chinese anime does so well is animation. Like, they just go over the top with animation, and even the smallest things that happen this episode or these episodes were like top tier. So basically what ends up happening is this story follows Athanasia. She calls herself Athy. And essentially she is she's from Korea, and she is in modern day Korea, and she is like a worker, just like a regular office worker in Korea. She takes some sleeping pills, she dies, and she wakes up as a baby in this body. Well, as she kind of wakes up in this body of this little baby, she also has like prophetic dreams, essentially, to where she has a story of a book. And the story of the book follows Athanasia, who is the daughter of a tyrannical leader, and she eventually gets killed by him in the future because another heir or another daughter comes into the picture, and through jealousy and basically having a lot of daddy issues, she goes after the half-sister, and by doing that, she kind of ostracizes herself because she uses black magic, and she ends up dying at the hands of her father. But because she knows all this now, and she also gets prophetic dreams that is able to kind of see things that are happening, and she's able to kind of change things, like her maid was supposed to have died to somebody who infiltrated her palace, but she was able to catch her early and actually get her kicked out. Her maid is now alive, so she's able to kind of change the future. Well, the whole thing's happening that, she grows up as a baby and the father wants something to do with her. You can kind of put 2 and 2 together that, the dad really loved her mom. And because the mom died and she had the baby, the dad was just like, "Yo, I don't want anything to do with this. I was all about the lady and whatever." So she is just meant to kind of rot away until she comes of age. But through her dreams, she's trying to kind of change her future and trying to find an out. So she's, kind of stealing stuff. There's a whole montage of her stealing a bunch of like jewelry and gems and things off of like plates and stuff. And she kind of has like a stash of all this stuff for when she needs to run away one day. And in her mind, she's not supposed to meet her dad till she's about 8 years old. Well, at 5, she ends up kind of running into his palace, not knowing to go and hide her little gems and stuff. She finds him, and that's kind of starts off their relationship. So what the show, and if you watch the first 3 episodes, I don't want to kind of recap everything, but essentially it's her changing the story of what was supposed to happen. And now her dad is invested in her as a legitimate princess. And everything that she knew what would happen is no longer happening. So she's kind of like doing this on the fly now as she is this new character. So far what it's done really well is the show is very charming. The animation is like godlike. It's top tier. And it's top tier for a show that's just like an isekai romance, I guess you could say, like an isekai drama, maybe romance, depending if it ages her up. Kind of slice of lifey, but the animation is top freaking tier. There's a lot of jokes, so the animation houses a lot of jokes and reactions from her and the people around her and the maids. There's like a whole scene where she's like, can Athy have some candy? And the maid's like going like feral for her. So that's hilarious. And her awkward relationship with her dad's hilarious. And the new guy, Felix, who got introduced at the end, is funny. So it's just really funny. And it's funny on purpose. And it's funny by like just animation and reactionary stuff that happens. It's really cutesy. So far, the dialogue is really good. I want to know more about her dad because her dad had like some like he saved her and then he had like some purplish like I don't know electricity. It looks like maybe he's cursed or something. So maybe that comes out to play at some point. But basically, her dad's like a big tsundere dude, and that's gonna make this even more exciting. And it looks like eventually the half sister will come into the mix as well too. So who knows what that introduces to the whole plot line. And then there's also looks like there might be a love interest in a boy who was sitting on top of like a building or something, but it looked like a young gentleman boy with red eyes who comes into play too. So this seems like it's going to be very political and it'll be very like, tyrannical with her dad portion of it. She's probably going to be like melting his icy heart and it's going to have comedy and it's just a really, really fun time. So the first 3 episodes are freaking awesome. It was basically like an hour of this show. And I laughed a bunch. I was like, oh my God, I was giggling at the end of it. I was like stupid. Like I was like smiling and like, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Like, this is so effing good. So yeah, I'm just really excited about this one. So the Fated Magical Princess Who Made Me a Princess, or it also goes by, that's the full title. And it also goes by a shortened title, which is Who Made Me a Princess. And this is studio, who is doing this actually? This is studio colored penciled animation. They have done they've done one of my favorite shows, which is 𝐒𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐨𝐫𝐭, which is a really cool show. I think it's a spin-off show of 𝐜𝐴NZI Fashi. They've done Obey Me season 1 and 2. And they've done some other stuff that I've never seen before, but at least there's like 2 other properties that they've done before. That at least we have some familiar, or at least I have some familiarity with, which I think is really, really cool. So I think that's some cool stuff here. So yeah, anyways, color pencil animation, Chinese based, animation studio here, but they're really nailing this one. So anyways, yeah. Fun time. Let me know what you guys thought about the first 3 episodes down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. But this was freaking awesome. I can't wait to watch more. This one is definitely to the top already of fall anime. Like, this one was set the bar really high. I think it was like a 9 out of 10. So I would give the first 3 episodes a 9 out of 10. That's how much enjoyment I had of them. So hopefully it kind of continues that pacing, but we'll see as the show kind of like, goes on and comes all at once. There's gonna be 16 episodes total, so we'll see as this kind of goes through the season. But yeah, my friends, let me know what you guys thought if you watched it. Let me know if you're giving it a chance based on what I said. Hopefully I didn't ruin too much. I just kind of went over broad strokes about what happened, but there's a lot of stuff in there that are nuanced. So even if maybe you were thinking about it, please still give it a chance. And yeah, I'll see you guys for episode number 4 when that launches. Peace.